Good morning. You've tuned into Atlanta and Company. I'm so glad you have. I'm Christine Pullara. Upgrading the look of your home with paint can be a really fun family project, but with kids back at school and homework projects that need your attention, finding time to paint can be difficult. Let's face it, I would never tackle that task on my own. Scott's laughing. He's going, not you. That's why you need to call the experts at Flawless Painting. Scott Csaszar, owner of Flawless, is here to explain how they can help you. Yeah, right? Can you see me with a paintbrush?
No, never.
Never, exactly. And that's why we did call you. And
absolutely.
And honestly, now we just need every room in the house done, because, you know, when you look at what you've had done prior to Flawless Painting, everything looks subpar, and that's the honest to God's truth. We now go, I need that done, we need that done. But let's talk about your company. Give us some background.
Thank you. Well, I'm excited to be here as always, but you know, we got started years ago. I realized that Atlanta needed a really good custom home painter, both inside and out. I had gotten downsized from corporate America. I fell back on a love that I just am infatuated with, and that's changing houses and creating new looks and fresh looks and, you know, making people happy. So it was one of those things that we started one house at a time. We focused on a certain geographic area, and here we are, you know, approximately 13 years later, on the show here with you.
Exactly, live on TV. Well, let's talk about what separates you from the rest. First of all, just the fact that you've been in the business now, surviving, you know, being a great provider in the good times, but surviving and still thriving in the bad times, that says a lot about who you are.
Well, there's a lot of key points to that. You know, I'm big on building relationships, I'm big on referrals and networking, and that's where my business experience comes into play. Not only the knowledge of painting a house and how to go about doing it on both the inside and outside, but dealing with the homeowner, creating those relationships, passing our names on. That's what made us, you know, today. And it was one house at a time, paying attention to the details, real clear and effective communication. We've had the same crews for over 11 years.
Yes, they are great.
Our crews, each of the managers of each crew speaks English well, communicates with the homeowner. We clearly lay out to them what needs to be done, how it's going to get done, and that's real important, so homeowners don't feel like, oh my gosh, I got to get ready for you guys. How do I do it? And some of them, they push off the painting totally, and they never get it done.
You don't need to do that with them.
So we have guides online to tell you how to get ready for flawless painting, both inside and out, and those are really, really good guides for people to go to online. We're totally like a paperless company because we're big on going green and our eco-friendly products and the way we handle business, so we don't show up at your doorstep with 10 brochures and then you just toss them in the garbage.
Exactly. So you can go online, flawlesspainting.com, and download the brochure to see everything that you need to do. And the bottom line is, you really don't need to do anything. When Scott painted our bathroom and our kitchen, they put the plastic up and they taped everything. I remember I was starting to kind of tidy up, and they said, nope, leave everything as is, because once they pull it all down, the tape will be, you know, or the paint will be redone, and everything will be exactly in its place. So it's an easy process.
We like people to have the ability to take away their personal possessions and their, you know, the essentials, and we'll move all the bigger stuff, and we'll create that environment that make you feel, you know, a lot of times we got to do a whole house, and people are like, where do we start? How do we do this? And we set up a plan, we talk through it with them, make it real easy so it's stress-free, because we know a lot of moms and dads are working and they don't have time to do all this, but we do ask them to help us out a little bit and get it ready for us and know what to do before we show up.
Yeah, that brochure, that's invaluable. Again, that's at flawlesspainting.com. What areas do you cover? Because I've had friends have asked me, and of course you help my mother-in-law out in Roswell, so I know you go that far up north.
We go all the way from, you know, Gainesville, Dawsonville, which is all the way up north, and then we'll go to West Cobb, East Cobb, down through Alpharetta, Roswell, and we'll hit areas such as Dunwoody and Sandy Springs, Buckhead, and Midtown.
Okay.
We pretty much, if you look at the airport, you go north of the airport and take it straight up, and we'll go out west and we'll go out to the east a little bit. So we cover a large geographic area, and that's come over time, again, from referrals and networking. Yeah,
the referrals are key. I mean, I know I've referred a bunch of people. In fact, my neighbor needs you. Diana, are you watching? I've got his number, or actually there's his number. But let's go back, because you mentioned something just kind of quickly. You talk about the importance of long-term relationships. And I know a couple of weeks ago, or months ago even, when you were first on the show, you had this older gentleman who was a testimonial. We need to bring him him back because he was funny. Like he looked like he was a serious character.
Correct.
And that you did not want to mess around with him.
No.
And he has been your client for years now.
Well, that's one of the great things about what we do, and that really, I take a lot of pride in that and joy in that, and a lot of homeowners love it when I can send the same crews back to their house year after year. We've had clients for over 10 years, so that's really, really amazing. People call us and they say, hey, Scott, come on over, and they trust us. They know what they're going to get. We know how we're going to attack their their home, both from an interior, exterior perspective, and that really creates such a happy environment, and people are happy when we leave. They have fun with us. They know my guys. It really works out really well, and I'm really a detailed person, so my crews and the homeowners know exactly what they're going to get time in and time out. So
true. And you mentioned also about green, the importance that it is for you and your company about being eco-friendly. We always seem to run out of time. So now that we do have the time, tell me more about that.
Well, it's big. I mean, a lot of paint companies are coming out with all eco-friendly products, and what that means is no VOC paint. So, they're for people that have allergies, people that have asthma, whether it's problems with new pets, older people, young infants. People and moms are asking me, hey, can we use that eco-friendly paint? And I say absolutely, and I bring it up more often than not because that's where the industry is going, and we're on the leading edge. We're one of the leading companies in Atlanta using the eco-friendly products. I talk about it quite a bit. We promote them quite a bit from all the manufacturers that we use, and it's a key to our success, and that's where the country is going. They're getting rid of all the toxic paints because of the environmentally it's not safe anymore in people's homes. So we're transitioning to that, and we push those products quite a bit, and people really appreciate that when I bring it up to them when I meet with them.
Right, I do.
They have no idea. A lot of people don't even have any idea, and they're like, okay, that sounds great. And environmentally, it's the way to go.
And let's summarize why you think that you guys stand out from the rest, really, and why people should call right now.
There's lots of key factors, and that's the relationships, the details of, of Flawless on a daily basis, networking with all the people that we do on a daily basis from a business perspective, and 3 highlights that are really big are that our crews, again, have been with us for 11 plus years. We have just a real tight-knit group. We know how to go in and handle a house day in and day out. We got an on-staff interior designer that helps with color consults both inside and out. That is huge, so you don't make a huge costly mistake.
Exactly.
I have the knowledge, but I also have a designer that's very knowledgeable to be able to effectively help a customer get through those difficulties because that's not their expertise, and that is our expertise. And thirdly is the detailed proposal, so when you get it, whether we're painting 2 rooms in your house or the whole outside, you know exactly what you're going to get. You know exactly what's going to happen. We lay out to you how long it's going to take, what we're going to do, the schedule. A lot of companies are just very haphazard, but we're detailed on every aspect.
So true. And tell them about the offer. I know I'm already thinking about the holidays. So if you want your family and friends to come over to your house that just pops and looks like brand new, call Scott today. Take advantage of this great special.
Our offer that is continuing to be successful is if you spend over $1,000 in labor, whether it's inside or outside, you'll get up to a 25% discount. So in most cases, people are getting much better discounts than they would if they just called me from a friend, because they call on the day of the show, mention the show, and take advantage of the offer. I highly encourage it and get the experience of working with us, and people have been fabulous and very happy from calling the show.
Excellent.
I owe a lot of thanks to you and everybody here.
Oh, well, we love having you. And seriously, what do you have to lose? Do it right now. Take advantage of that great special, or just simply to learn more about the company, go to flawlesspainting.com or call 678-386-7899.